Multitasking is good, right? Hey, my name is Rob Spence. I'm the Managing Director of Paragon Sales Solutions. I'm also the author of Relationship Selling and the Paragon Mindset, both available on Amazon, don't you know? Thanks so much for joining this week's sales snippet. Once again, I'm hoping this will be a nice, short, quick, nice weekly vlog. And in this week's sales snippet, I want to talk to you about multitasking and how it can be actually quite detrimental to a salesperson. You know, we know that multitasking is great and at times it can be quite time efficient, right? To do this, to do that, to dip and dive and do what needs to be done. However, as a sales professional, can that be quite detrimental to your work process and what you're trying to achieve? So here's my theory, here's my thought process. Let's say you're trying to prospect. You know that you've got a sales target, right, of X amount of money. And you know to reach that amount of money, you need to make Y amount of sales. And in the back of that, you then know, or your sales manager has advised you, or a sales coach, if you ever need one, that to hit that target of Y amount of sales, you need to prospect with Y times 10 to achieve those sales, okay? But what happens if you multitask too much? What happens if you forget to put time aside for the prospecting phase? What happens when you forget to put time aside for the follow-ups, for relationship development, for the actual closing? What I prefer to do and what I prefer to see a lot of people do is to actually put time aside for specific opportunities and specific tasks within their role. So whether that be prospecting or relationship development or following up or closing, if you can set yourself aside an hour, 2 hours just for those activities, turn off what you don't need to see, turn off your email notifications, turn off your mobile phones, concentrate on the landline, make your outgoing calls on the landline, chuck your mobile phone away or vice versa or whatever. If you can focus on these activities, you as a salesperson are going to be so much more focused and so much more headstrong to get into that activity and be more passionate about that activity instead of being like, right, well, I'm going to cold call now, I'm going to smash out 20 calls, here we go, yeah. Oh, and then your phone's ringing, it's your mum, or it's your missus, or your husband, or, you know, a prospect that you have been speaking to wants to chat, which is fine, but all they want is just a chinwag, not an order. You lose your flow, and then you get so caught up in whatever that's happening, that will then take you on to another task, and then it gets to the end of the day and you think, crap, I forgot to prospect. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'll leave it till tomorrow. But then, what happens is, by the end of the month, you've missed your target because you didn't prospect well enough. There we go, that's my thought process. I've kind of just dumped a whole load of my mind on you right now, but I think it makes sense. I hope. The thought behind this sales snippet is this. You're going to have so many tasks as a sales professional or a business owner, and it's important that you focus on those tasks and give them the most care and love as simply possible. So do not ever be afraid to turn off your mobile phone for a bit. I know, I promise you they do have off buttons. Turn off your email for a little bit, turn off your push notifications, step away from the desk and just use a landline with no distractions, use a pen and paper. Focus on one thing at a time and give that one thing 100% commitment and dedication, one at a time, instead of giving 5 things 20% commitment throughout the day. You'll feel so much better, your sales will increase for it, and you'll feel so much more efficient in what you do. So you let me know, am I doing that right? Should we be focusing on one thing, or is it better that we multitask and just dip and dive and look like a weird Jimmy Savile DJ? I don't know what that was. Drop me an email below, rob@paragonsalessolutions.co.uk. Please do, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, go onto YouTube, find our channel and like and subscribe it. Thank you. And until next week, all the best.